Some will say, Your Excellency, that you, more than anybody else, should be the one also mediating this peace process. Simply because this is just less than a year after you left office. This is the legacy. As in, the governor was your man, the House of Assembly members are your people. So one would say you are even more of a stakeholder in making sure that this process of peace gets to fruition.
Now, let me tell you. But the same assembly people listen to me. It's not correct? But the government didn't listen to me.
Just see him as a stubborn son and then bring him.
No problem. Now, let me tell you something.
Have you heard the parable of the prodigal son?
Let me tell you.
The father left those who listened to him and went in search of that only one that didn't listen to him.
No, that's not prodigal son, no. That's not correct. When a prodigal son comes back and pleads, I said, look, forgive me. I've made a mistake. I want us to move forward. You are human. You are human. But in sincerity, let me tell you, 2 governors under APC reached me with an influential person from outside the state. 2 governors under APC. Right? Came to talk to me. And I said, look, I'm not the governor. I'm FCT minister. There was a gang up against me here. And I knew there was a gang up. I had to put some structures on ground to see that there is peace. That I do my work. I don't need to allow enemies to capitalize on 1 or 2 things. Who will suffer is the administration of the president, who has confidence and put me in this place. So I don't need to begin to give excuse. You are a governor. You have a problem. That's why I said governance is not only restricted to award of contract and commission of project. It takes beyond that.
If Fubara calls you today, will you pick his call?
These 2, I said these 2 governors came to me. And I said, look, I'm here for peace. What does he want? What does he want? And they said, look, we'll do everything to make it. I said, in sincerity, if anybody comes there to say, look, you want to, but it must be in sincerity. Let me tell you, I've been in this system, I've been in government. I know game politicians play. Politicians buy time. The best opportunity was when president intervened. The day president intervened, the assembly people went immediately and withdrew the impeachment notice. You heard what happened. Some elders came up. President has no power. What he did was political. They went to court. They went to court. A lot of suits were instigated. Where did it lead us to now? Who is on suspension? Is it me? I mean, you must use wisdom. A whole president of a country called you, whether he was right or he was wrong, at least at that level. That's okay. Let me stomach. Let me listen to him. And you play your own part. Let the people not play their own part. Mr. President, he has played his part. These people are saying, look, do you understand what it takes? For 16 months, you seize people's salary. They don't pay their children's school fees. Most of us are just talking. Do you know what it takes? Let me ask all of you here, that your children are at home. Why? There's no money to pay their school fees. Why? Somebody has stopped my salary for 16 good months. So, and nobody appears to take that into consideration, the pains. And I expected that somebody should say, look, this thing should end. Let me go. Sir, ma, we can't continue this way. Let's sit down and talk on the table. All this arrogance of going to national channels, arise to abuse anybody. You are here, they say I'm dead. they flew me out. All those things will not give you the peace. You carry coffin, Wike is dead. It's not my business. If people who have head, who really understand what it is, should say, look, we have done this for how many years now? What have we achieved? Can there be peace? Rather, they try to make sure the problem does not end. They make money.
Two quick questions, because we're already about to move to the FCT. I wanted to ask you, first, you have said that you are open to forgiveness if the governor should come to you for forgiveness. Sincerely. Okay, so that is clarified. The second issue is, what party do the assembly members of Rivers State belong to?
They belong to PDP.
They belong to PDP?
Yeah. The court has ruled the other day. You see, when people are Femi Falana, who is the lawyer to channels on all these things, lies. I mean, a senior advocate, you go to court, you lie that the issue of defection is at the Federal High Court. You refuse to tell people that you did what they call a cross appeal. When the Court of Appeal gave judgment that these people had defected, you had a cross appeal in Supreme Court. And Supreme Court made a pronouncement about it. You lied.
So will you...
When the judgment came out, people said, I think they said Supreme Court has not pronounced on the defection. What happened a few days ago? Federal Court said Supreme Court has settled this matter of defection. Now, if such people at that level can come out on national television and lie, and you may not take it serious, but it's very hurting. And lies can cause a lot of crisis. Before you know it, so many things have gone wrong. And there are things you don't do. And that's what the problem I have with some senior lawyers who live on telling lies.
Lies. What do we make of the character of the members of your party who were waving flags?